Hello everyone, this is Jack Ravi. Welcome to Tag Team Friday. In today's tutorial we will turn this printable into fun and colourful tags. So the first thing that you need is this printable. This is the seamstress ribbon or lace holders, and this is actually what gave me the idea for this tag. So I've printed this on sort of card. It's quite thick paper, it's about 300 GSM I think, and I'm gonna make 3 tags because I have 6 images and they will be front and back. You could also make 6 tags at once and then just maybe put something on the back which is white, or you could work with some cardboard and glue them onto that. You do want some thickness to it because it will be holding ribbon. The next printable that I'll be using is going to be one of these washi tapes. I love the Graphics Fairy washi tapes. They're super easy to use. You can just cut them up and glue them onto whatever projects you need them for. I'm not sure which one I'll use just yet, but I will maybe mix and match a few. Then you'll need some ribbons. I've got here a selection of ribbons, some lace and some interesting patterned ribbon, some twine with leaves. Then you'll need a double-sided tape. The thickness doesn't matter. This is 90 millimeters, which is nearly 1/3 of an inch. Then you'll need a craft knife and a cutting board, a pair of scissors, a metal edge ruler, and then something to punch holes, and if you want you can attach eyelets as well. I think this is all that you need, and you can obviously personalize this as much as you want, and it's very simple, so let's get started. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to cut out all of our holders. So I'm gonna use a craft knife and a metal edge ruler for the straight parts, and then I'll also need a pair of scissors to cut the round parts. Right, so I've cut all my 6 holders, and then I'm going to glue them together. I'm just using a glue stick on the back, and I basically glue 2 holders together. Then if you like to ink the edges, you can do that. I like to use just some pastels in a couple of different colors, and I'm just going to go around the edges with that. So my tags have all been cut, glued together and inked around the edges. Now I'm going to measure the middle point so that I can punch a hole in the middle. Eyelets are entirely optional, so you can choose to put them or not. I'm going to add them. Okay, so the main tag is now ready. I'm going to show you how I make my washi tape to wrap around. So I've chosen this piece of leftover washi tape that I had used in a previous project, and I'm just simply going to cut it out with the craft knife. Right, so now that I've cut my washi tape, I need to add my double-sided tape on the back. Of course, this step can be skipped if you print your washi directly onto adhesive paper, and so you just peel the backing. But because I didn't do that and I don't have that kind of paper, I'm just going to add my double-sided tape to the back. So here's how I do it. I just position it in the middle as much as I can, and then when I get to the end, I line the next bit of paper so that I can do a continuous strip. And then I cut the tape at the end. Done. And so I have a continuous strip of washi. This can be a one pattern, you can mix them, you could even break it up into much smaller pieces. It doesn't really, this is entirely up to you. It's about what you want to have on this tape holder. So I find that 3 to 4 strips, A4 strips, is enough for the size of the holder. You could maybe add up to 5, but then it will become quite bulky. But you can play around with it and you can always add more. So because this is paper, it wraps around quite easily, and I don't necessarily need to press the fold too hard, so that when I unravel it I can still use it without too many folds. But I do find that the folds add to it. You could even ink the folds a little bit here, and that would add an element that can make it more interesting. And this is how I'm rolling it. If you can see, I'm doing it slightly at an angle, and that's an option that you can definitely explore, but you don't need to. And finally I will add a little piece of ribbon at the bottom. Of course, the same thing can be done with ribbon. You can just choose a nice trim or a nice ribbon that you have. It could be something that you'd eco-dyed, or something that you think it's maybe hard to buy in a store, and then it can be a nice addition to someone's collection. I think I see this as a gift that you can incorporate inside a journal, and so when the journal enters another home, you've given the artist or the person that bought the journal something from your own collection that they can play with. And if we are thinking of this as a gift that enters a home, I've decided to add a little gift inside the ribbon. So I printed a little message that I'm gonna attach in there, so that if the person unravels the ribbon, can find a little message at the end. And then when you get to the end, why not use a piece of washi tape that you've just created to hold the ribbon in place. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you all for watching.